It's coming up to the May holiday and I decided that I don't want to stay where I am right now. I wanted to actually travel and kind of see a different part of China. So, I mean, I'm not going very far, but where I am going is very coastal. The vibe is just like a beach kind of vibe. Like, it's just gonna be so beautiful to kind of reconnect with nature again after being in such a hustle and bustle mode. I did book 5 days. I booked the whole trip in a place called Dapeng, and that is where we're gonna go in this video, and hopefully I can see some interesting things and just explore this area. I'm just happy to like get out of the city for a little bit and go to somewhere where I can reconnect with nature a little bit more. I think that in a world where I'm just constantly consumed by media and my work and computers and technology, like I need to take a break and sort of like a mental detox. So that's my plan for this trip. So come along with me and we're gonna check out Dapeng, which is in Shenzhen. Well, I made it out of the taxi and I'm already being greeted by these dancing aunties, and I need to find my hotel. I don't really know where it is. So that's my plan, and then I'm gonna get some food because I'm so hungry. In this hotel called Lifeinchina Hotel, and this was such a steal, you guys. This cost me about 1,500 RMB, maybe like $100 for like 2 nights, which relatively is not so bad considering the location. But this room is so nice. Like, there's a whole bathtub right next to the window. I don't know how I'm gonna like take a bath when I'm right next to the window, but like this is so pretty. Like, I was kind of anticipating it to not be as nice as what I thought it was gonna be, because when I was standing outside there was like bats and I was like, it's kind of not giving, but this is giving, y'all. Like, this is so pretty. I'm gonna be sitting right here. The floor is made of like concrete. It is pretty cool. And this bathtub, you guys, this bathtub is gonna be the one. This is so cute. Like, isn't this really nice? I'm so happy with this. So I'm gonna be spending my time here in this hotel room, and then I'm gonna go out and explore and see what this city or this area has to offer. This is not even like a city, but yeah, I'm so excited.
the beach and I'm gonna check out the beach area because apparently the beaches here are actually quite nice compared to like the other side of Dapeng, which are like being known to like have like residue from like the boats or something like this. So, or like foam that had come up on the sea, which is kind of not the vibe that I was looking for. I mean, I'm just around the coast, like the opposite end of the coast, so it should technically be a little bit better. But I'm gonna go and check it out today, and yeah, that's my plan for this morning. Maybe I'll walk around like the fortress area, because where I'm staying, like the Lianjin Hotel, the fortress area is literally out the door to the right. Like I can literally like walk there within like 2 seconds. I went there last night and it was really pretty. So I'll definitely decide on what I'm gonna be doing in about 10 minutes after I brush my teeth and like get ready. So I haven't had a vacation for myself in such a long time, but I'm still like low energy, but like just trying to enjoy it the best that I can. I'm in the St. Regis, and it is literally the highest hotel room that I've ever stayed in my whole life. Like, I'm literally staying on the 81st floor. I can see so many things from this building or whatever. But I decided that I would just go and stay here because that trip was stressing me out. So I'm here for one night and should be fun. This room is gorgeous. Like, it is so nice. Like, it cost me, don't want to tell you, definitely, like, this is so pretty. Like, let me give you a room tour.
I'm back home now, and I wanted to kind of just go over many of the things that I kind of experienced and what I learned on this trip, because there were two things that I think are very important to share with people who do want to travel, especially because in the peak of it, people are getting very interested to come to China and they want to travel more because it's very popular on social media. It's people want to come and see more. But there are certain things that people maybe don't realize until they're here that I just wanted to share based on the experience that I've just had. The first thing is that it is very difficult to travel and to navigate. When you're in a country where you don't know the language and you don't know how to communicate with people, it makes things just ever so more challenging and it can be very stressful. When I was staying in that area in Dapeng, it was just so hard for me to know where to go and what to do and who to talk to. I was trying to say hello and make friends with people that were there, but there was such a huge communication barrier from both sides that I felt like it just almost felt like it was impossible to do anything, to meet people, to talk to people, and yeah, it just felt very difficult. Another thing is that everybody there was kind of on vacation with their friends and their families, so it was groups of people. There weren't really many other solo travelers from what I had saw, and it kind of also hindered in the fact that I felt a little bit isolated and lonely, which added to that kind of idea of not being able to communicate well, which made it a little bit more challenging. In terms of Dapeng itself, honestly, if you want to go and experience being there, I think a weekend is enough. I had done about 3 days at most before I had left, and I'd had enough and I just wanted to leave. Like, I really wanted to get out of there because the food options around there were not ideal for a solo traveler or somebody like me who also wanted to try the local cuisines but had no idea about this. I just found it very difficult trying to navigate this. Like, I did pick a restaurant and I went in and I ate it, and the food was fine, but I don't know what is in this food, like what oils they're using and things like this. Like, if you have allergies and stuff, you need to be able to navigate that by knowing the language or have someone with you that actually knows the language. It was a May holiday, so it just made everything more stressful and more anxiety inducing because there were just so many people at all times. And if you've ever been to China or if you've never been to China, what you can kind of experience is that there's movement at all times. Like, somebody is always doing something. And this is something that you kind of have to wrap your head around to be okay with. Like, if you're a type of person like me who gets very overstimulated and overwhelmed quite easily, you need to take it bit by bit. You can't just jump in and go to all these places, one place after the next. You have to do it slowly, like bit by bit. That's why, like, when I travel here, I don't hop around to like different cities and I don't just go wherever I want to go. I have to really plan it out accordingly so that I don't get overwhelmed and I'm kind of getting the best experience for the things that I'm looking for in that specific place or that specific time. I haven't experienced it yet, but I would probably recommend getting a local guide because I think that that's the best way to kind of see these cities and to actually get around by having somebody that can actually guide you in the best way possible. You can't just like buy a trip and just expect it to be all good and well. Like, go for the most reputable ones, go for the ones who have the highest ratings in terms of like the feedback and the comments and the pictures from other people who have actually been on these experiences, because otherwise you may book a tour and you are just going to be with a person who doesn't know how to communicate and just makes the trip ever so more stressful than what it already is. Like, when you're traveling alone in China as well, it's already so stressful because you have to navigate everything yourself. But if you're with someone who's just adding to the pressure, I think that that just kind of makes that situation worse. I don't want to deter anyone from coming here because I think that there's so many beautiful places to see and to go. It's just understanding the reality of like when you come here to travel, you need to be aware and you need to be prepared for things that may not go in with your expectations about what it is that you're coming to see here. 喂，你好，你在哪儿？哦，1楼。OK，等一下。My food delivery has just arrived. I need to. Okay, 等一下. I have to open the door from my phone. So luckily, you can see my level of Chinese is not
great. I'm able to communicate a little bit and to kind of get around, which made the journey so much more easier for me personally, but still I was faced with so many challenges that I couldn't even control, so that was kind of tricky. Reddit is a great source of getting those information points and these places that you want to go to. Don't rely on Xiaohongshu, don't rely on other places for information because it's social media and it's very curated to tourism. I think he might be lost. All right, anyway, on that note, I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was definitely a learning curve for me. I struggled a lot during this filming and creating this content because I just was very overwhelmed and stressed during the whole time. But anyway, I'm gonna go because I think the delivery man is here and I will chat to you later. Bye bye. Oh, he's trying to open my door. Bye.